Our company is called the Light Company, and the reason I named it the Light Company is I wanted things to be made in the light. In other words, some visibility, some transparency on how we make it, how we work with other people. Our company philosophy is that we're all interconnected, whether it's from design to engineering to figuring out how to make the stuff. And you know, our frames are very simple, but it's the most difficult part to make them simple. The reason that the eyewear industry and the medical industry are in Sabay is at the turn of the century. A man I worked with, Mr. Masanaga, I worked with him for quite a long time previously. His family, his grandfather, brought over the factory from Osaka and moved it here to Fukui, Sabay, because the rice farmers could go out, plant their crop, and while it was growing, they'd go back and work in the eyewear factories. When it was time for harvest, they would take that period off, they would harvest their crop, and then they would go back to work in the factory. I don't know why, but since I was a little kid, I always thought I would buy a school one day. The elementary school that I went to was a really cool school. It was called Lewis and Clark. I guess I was a kindergarten student. But I just liked the look of that school. The kind of Bauhaus look, but with red brick, you know. So after we purchased the factory, I had already ordered the machines in advance. I already knew I was going to get this place. It was just something in my gut told me, this is our factory. Old school, new factory. Sustainability really begins with great design. You know, we have some designs in Julius Tart or Max Pidion that are 75 years old, but they still look great and people love them. The stuff that we design, and I work by hand with inspiration from cars, bikes, airplanes, knives, we take the same approach. We don't look at other eyewear. We try to start from zero. And the acetate that we use is only tachydom. And the reason that we use tachydom is it's a plant-based material. There's no petrochemical. It's made from cotton oil. It's harder, deeper, richer. If you want it to disappear from the earth, you can make it disappear, but it will last longer than petrochemical materials. So it has longevity. And all of our materials, all of our parts are custom made. All the colors except for black and clear. You know, the hinges, the core wires, everything is custom made, custom designed and custom made. So, you know, we really hope that people have a look at what we're doing and really, you know, take it to heart that there are eyewear brands that really do care about what you wear and how it affects how people look at you and how you feel about yourself and how it affects, you know, the people involved with it. Even the person that comes in and buys a Native Sons or a Max Pidion or a Julius Tart frame, we're connected to them in that we created something that they appreciated and they thought would change their looks, you know. That to me, when I see somebody on the street in Tokyo or Paris or New York wearing one of our frames, that's the biggest reward for me, you know.